What's up everybody, YTG here. So today I took a trade on the ICT Judas swing strategy. I shared it in my Facebook group as you can see in the screenshot. So in today's lecture I will first explain in detail the ICT Judas swing, and then I will backtest this trade and I will explain how I took this trade on the JS strategy. Okay, so let's jump into the lecture. What is the ICT Judas swing? In the ICT Judas swing, first we get an accumulation. Okay, in the Asian range the price moves up and down in the Asian range, and then we enter the London session. I will explain in a moment the timings of this Asian session, the London session and the New York session, but first let's learn this. So this is the accumulation in the Asian session. Then we get a sweep of either the highs or the lows in the London session. In this case we will discuss the highs. Okay, so let's suppose this is the London session and it sweeps the highs of the Asian session. Then what happens is the price comes down and it sweeps the lows of the Asian session. Okay, just like this. So this move which happens after the sweep, this is called the Judas swing, and it's a false move, and then again the market moves in the opposite direction, and this is the real move. So in the Judas swing strategy you get two moves. Okay, first the Judas swing move and then the real move. Okay, and both are the turtle soup entries. So this is the Asian range. You get an accumulation in the Asian range, then you get a sweep of the Asian highs in the London session. This is the London session. Okay, and then you get the sweep of the lows, okay, of the Asian range. Okay, then the price enters into the New York session, and then we get the real move towards the upside. So this is one example. In this case the Judas swing is bearish and then the real move is bullish. Now I will explain the timings of this session, the Asian session, the London session and the New York session. So first what you have to do is you have to change the timings to the UTC New York. Change this time zone to UTC New York. Now this is the Asian session, okay, and specifically the Asian kill zone, which is from the 8 p.m. New York time, 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. okay, this is your Asian kill zone. Then the price enters into the London kill zone or London session. Okay, this is London, and it ranges from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. New York time. Okay, and then comes the New York session, and the real move happens in the New York session. Okay, this is the New York session, and it ranges from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. okay, this is the New York kill zone. So this is how the Judas swing looks like. First you get an accumulation, then you get either the sweep of the highs or the lows. In this case it swept the highs, and then you get this move of the Judas swing, and then in the New York you get the real move, and this is the timing. Okay, the timings are important. Now I will backtest it. I will backtest this move and I will explain the timings and everything. So let's backtest it from the 8 p.m. because the Asian kill zone starts from the 8 p.m. okay, so first we will draw this line because the Asian session will end at 12 a.m. so we will draw a line here. Then the London session ends at 5 a.m. so we will draw a line here, and then the New York session will end at 10 a.m. So these are the three sessions. Now I will play this. So we got these highs and lows of the Asian session. This is your high of the Asian session, and this is the low. Okay, So let's see what happens in the London session. This is the Asian session. Let me write it. This is the Asian kill zone. Now the price will enter in this London kill zone. Okay, so let's see what happens. I will slow it down a bit. Okay, so the price has entered into the London kill zone, and you can see that it swept the Asian high. Okay, now we will look for any opportunity to short it towards this Asian low. So you can see that we got this order block, that bearish order block, and also it closed below it. So we will put our short entries in this fair value gap, and our stop loss will be above here, and our target will be these lows. Usually the Judas swing gives a target or a profit of 30 pips. So let's see where are the 30 pips. Okay, here. So our target will be 30 pips. Let's see what happens. So the entries got filled, and you can see first the buy side liquidity was taken, and now the price moved down to the Asian lows, and the sell side liquidity is now taken. Now, as I said, the price will enter into the New York session. Okay, the price has entered into the New York, and here you will get the real move to the upside now that the sell side liquidity has been taken. So we will wait for any bullish order block to long it. Okay, so let's see if we get any bullish order block. So here I shifted to smaller time frame because the macro was bullish. Okay, also there was a 4-hour fair value gap in my Facebook group. I told you guys to long at the fair value gap because I wasn't active on Facebook, but I myself waited for this bullish order blocks on smaller time frames. So let's see what happens on the 1-minute chart here. Okay, so you can see that here you got this down closing candle and then an up closing candle. So this is your bullish order block, and the fair value gap also got filled. Okay, it usually comes down to the top of this candle or to 0.5 level of this candle, but when you are sure of the pump, you can get your entry at this fair value gap. And now what will be your target? Your target will be this buy side liquidity, the Asian session high. Okay, so let's see what happens. I will speed it up a bit. So this is the real move, as the macro was bullish, so this was a false move, the Judas swing, and then the real move came and it took the buy side liquidity. And if you are in my Facebook group, I told you guys to take some profit here, okay, and leave the rest of it running. So I hope it makes sense. If you have any questions, you can ask me. This is all about the ICT Judas swing.